Yeah. This is a thank you for everything. A semicolon hovering where something once was menacing. A soon to be continued that exists after the ending screen. The only song I know that I would ever even wish to sing. When heat is blistering, you're the ice that's glistening inside my cup of tea, which is also you. Interesting. Throughout all the seasons in this transition of winter, spring, you've been here beside me with the sweet nothings you're whispering. You're a lovable, angelic piece of perfect, and anything I do for you is worth it times 1.5 million. We can sit and be resilient and laugh in between the subtle compliments and billions of half kiss, half hug, half cuddle moments we share. And I know it's unfair that we could only spend a few days here, but I'm yours and I think that it's clear. So forget about goodbye, this is see you soon, my dear. Cause I love you and I'd like to spend forever in the subtle warmth inside your arms like fireplace's embers. I will try my best to keep you by my side until the weather turns apocalyptic and we end up drifting to the nether. But we'd still be wearing sweaters when we got there, cause we're both way too caught up all in our cuteness to care about hot air. And even if it burnt me alive, I'd have my crosshairs set up on your heart, making art, cause why stop there? I'd keep on creating for you till my final days, dancing in the living room and smooching while the vinyl plays. I've been losing track of the romantic shit I'm trying to say, but basically I love you and that's kinda gay. I'ma stay by your side when I can, and keep your grip on my hand, cause we can both hear the compliments coming in from these pals of mine. I've been wondering if you would be my Valentine. We all got internet personas we hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a boy who could outline a shape in a second. Its display was eclectic in a way that was second to none. He had a hand that swam like fish in the seas, and a pen stroke that bring any critic to his knees. It was beautiful, flowing like the blood inside my arteries. He painted hearts as targets and was practicing his archery, mastering the artistry he carried in his chest, until at best it was a godsend and worst was a part of me, till suddenly things began to seem different. Moods dissipated into blue and gray pigments, but surface-wise his screen names were never inefficient as a method to communicate that happiness was with him. So a couple thousand people saw a perfectly innocuous complexion while I was trying to talk him through depression. The lesson to be learned is that your heroes aren't invincible, just normal folks who often need expression, so pause and leave a message. If you want, they'd probably appreciate it. Internet personas we hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a person who could cultivate the words that they aligned in a way that could coerce a train to fly. A perfect state of mind in which to learn creative rhymes until their person was unburdened by the verses they designed and they began to lose their touch. The little quirks in all their writing became terse and uninviting, and ingesting any lettering they surgeoned into life instead of being entertainment was inert and just absurd, and all the work was fucking tiring, and suddenly They were writing less and less. In spite of their success, they saw no light and second guessed the creativity they harbored in their heart. There's only so much fucking artwork you can make till you forget the way to start. So a couple million people saw some dipping in the frequency of music while they fought idiosyncrasy that slept as mental illness and woke as some peculiar trait of thought that masqueraded as a symptom of a hindering delinquency. I hope that all these words have made you think of me. Internet personas, internet personas, we all got internet personas. 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 Internet personas, we all got internet personas.
And if it's true, I will surround you and give life to a world that's our own. Finally, I'll think it's raining, though it's the end of the world. Don't blame yourself. And if And if it's true, I will surrender. この先に何があるんだろう。いつからか考えなくなった。考え方。それすら忘れてしまったのかも。変わらない自分だけの世界が、毎日が続いていく。でも寂しくはない。どうってことないんだ。 思い出が悲しいことだったとしても信じて進んでいくんだ。寂しさを知ってしまってくじけそうになってもあなたのおかげで思い出して強くなれるんだ。一人じゃないってあなたのおかげで。ありがとう。
Here we go, all the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we could sail all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if those dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no better world like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this. So let's do the Odyssey. Here we go. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you look side to side. Hear those different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on time, don't forget. cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring. Oh, caroling one seems to hear words of good cheerful everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. O'er hill and dale, telling their tale. Here we have people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
I took the perfect avenue down the road to both of you. Did I go Dutch? This is too much. With all the money in the world, you could never buy this girl quite enough. It will be tough. If romancing me with neons is something you should do, make the letters bright and luminous and blue, and get me waking up, shake it up, tangled up. You could be quaking up, make it up, tangled up. You can't be faking it, making it for my love. Before it's tragedy, don't get me tangled up. I can't separate your sins. To me, you're acting like you're twins. This is a mess. Is this a test? How many guesses do I get till only one of you is left? You're quite the same, if love's the game. I want to see emotions color in the sky, to the point it would make me wanna cry. And get me waking up, shake it up, tangled up. You could be quaking up, make it up, tangled up. You can't be faking it, making it for my love. Before it's tragedy, don't get me tangled up. Yo-yo is a no-no of a monumental kind. If playing with your string happens to be your thing, it's easy to say to love, oh, never mind. And get me waking up, shake it up, tangled up. You could be quaking up, make it up, tangled up.
too long. And I've been silent for too long. I've been quiet for too long.
Let's go in the garden. You'll find something waiting right right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but it still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways, when everything stays. Let's go in the garden, you'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but it still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways, when everything stays. Let's go in the garden, you'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but it still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways, when everything stays. Let's go in the garden, you'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but it still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways, when everything stays.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that felt to be charming. Things that you said are suddenly swarming, and oh, you're losing sight, you're losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse you. Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment to ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Here comes a thought that might alarm me. What someone said and how it harmed me. Something I did that failed to be charming. Things that I said are suddenly swarming. And oh, I'm losing sight, I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse me, that I might lose me. Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And it was just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can watch, we can watch, we can watch, we can watch them go by. From here, from here, from here. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. And it was just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can watch, we can watch, we can watch, we can watch them go by. From here, from here, from here.
I was fine with the men who would come into her life now and again. I was fine, 'cause I knew that they didn't really matter until you. I was fine when you came, and we fought like it was all some silly game over her, who she'd choose. After all those years, I never thought I'd lose. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? War and glory, reinvention, fusion, freedom, her attention, out in daylight, my potential, bold, precise, experimental. Who am I now in this world without her? Petty and dull, with the nerve to doubt her. What does it matter? It's already done. Now I've got to be there for her son. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? All right, everything begins with your stance. Remember,
You do it for him, and you would do it again. You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him. Keep your stance wide, keep your body lowered. As you're moving forward, balance is the key. Right foot, left foot, now go even faster. And as you're moving backwards, keep your eyes on me.
Keep my stance wide.
Good.
Keep my body lowered.
Right.
As I'm moving forward.
Concentrate. Don't you want him to live?
Right foot, left foot.
Yes, but put your whole body into it. Everything you have, everything you are, you got to give. On the battlefield, when everything is chaos, and you have nothing but the way you feel, your strategy and a sword. You just think about the life you'll have together after the war. And when you do it for her, that's how you know you can win. You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him. Deep down, you know you weren't built for fighting, but that doesn't mean you're not prepared to try. What they don't know is your real advantage. When you live for someone, you're prepared to die.
Deep down, I know that I'm just a human.
True,
But I know that I can draw my sword and fight. With my short existence,
Good.
I can make a difference.
Yes, excellent.
I can be there for him. I can be his knight. You do it for him. You do it for her.
Okay, now do that again.
Yes, ma'am.
You do it for her, and now you say,
I'll do it for him.
Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak gems stronger. Quit embarrassing yourselves. I've seen what you really are.
No, you haven't. This is Garnet, back together. And I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you, because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying, go get her. The two of us ain't gonna follow your rules. Come at me without any of your fancy tools. Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try and hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I can see you hate the way we intermingle, but I think you're just mad cause you're single. And you're not gonna stop what we made together. We are gonna stay like this forever. If you break us apart, we'll just come make you up, and we'll always be twice the gem that you are. I am a
Okay, ship, turn us around.
This is who we are. This is who I am. And if you think you can stop me, then you need to think again. Because I am a feeling, and I will never end. And I won't let you hurt my planet, and I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I know you think I'm not something you're afraid of, cause you think that you've seen what I'm made of. But I am even more than the two of them. Everything they care about is what I am. I am their fury, I am their patience, I am a conversation. I am and it's stronger than you. And it's stronger than you.
Quiet!
This ship is going down!
What about Lapis?
There's no time! And it's stronger than you.
50 of them be under admins. Their little brother got a hold of their Discord account because they left their computer unlocked, and he started to upload pornography to the emoji. And technically speaking, like, Discord could care if you uploaded images like that, but that was against the server rules and people got kind of spicy about it. So you can see who is doing stuff. You can temporarily remove their privileges or ban them by simply looking at this list. And that's really all you have to do in order to upload an emoji to your server. And then you can just go down here, click on the emoji button, and it'll appear right here listed under that server name. So I can just click on the trolling around image, and there's our little troll face. Now, it's worth noting that these images are very small. I think they get to be, what is that, like maybe 20, 30 pixels by 20, 30 pixels. It's a little square, and it definitely doesn't offer you a lot of space to do anything intricate. But anything that you can kind of preview at a small image that looks pretty good, you could probably use that. Now, in the event that you want to create your own custom emoji, all you have to do is have a selection of images that you want to work from, and then you just have to crop them to some type of square dimension and then upload them to Discord. Again, Discord takes all of the most common file types and converts them so that they're easily used as an emoji. And if you happen to have the premium Discord service where you pay a monthly subscription for Discord, you'll also be able to use your custom emoji wherever you want on any server, anywhere on Discord, basically. So if we wanted to create an image, we'll just have to start in Photoshop, and I'll open up a new document. I'll just entitle this Sweet Emoji, and I'll make this like a small square of 250 pixels by about 250. This is more space than we need, but it's just big enough for my purposes so I can actually see what I'm working on. And then I'll leave the base resolution at 72 pixels per inch. That's basically the screen density. Most computer screens that you're going to run into that aren't like Super HD 4K monitors will be about 72 pixels per inch. And then I'll hit create. So here's our little square image that we're going to work with. And I'm going to grab one of these images to turn into a reaction image. And let's start with the chicken. This is Hey Hey the chicken from Moana. And he's a stupid chicken, and he does stupid things. So I'll just make this our, like, derp image for use on the server. And I want this image to be just large enough that it's mostly Hey Hey's face, but not too large that I cut off too many details and people can't see what this character is anymore. That's looking actually pretty decent right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click Shift-Control-S to save as, and we're going to open this up into the temp PS folder, where I keep all my temporary Photoshop files. I'm going to open up the memes. I'm going to save this as the Sweet Emoji Hey Hey, because I don't know how they spell that name on Moana. Then I'm going to open up the Save As type. I'm going to find the JPEG file type, because JPEGs are small, they don't take up a lot of space, and they're really easy to upload to places like Discord. I'm going to click on Save. And then I'm going to make this a very small image because it doesn't have to be a very large size. So I'm going to dump the image quality down to about 4, which will make it only about 24 kilobytes or so. And then I'm going to click OK. So now I can go back to my Discord server, go back to my server settings, find the emoji tab, and then I can upload another emoji. And I'll pick the Sweet Emoji Hey Hey edition. And that'll very quickly get uploaded because it's tiny. And we'll just call that Hey Hey. And now that's usable on our little server. That's basically all you got to do. And you can have up to 50 of these per server. So, I mean, there's lots of stuff that Discord allows you to do. But for the